Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to have a breakdown based on our income, let's say. Our breakdown as a whole.
Yes.
So based on what we've been building so far, there's a multiple stream of income that we have outside of our job. So January probably a good time to actually have a breakdown, and then we go through it. I guess try to do it in a regular basis. Maybe the next one will be in June, mid-year, and maybe the next one will be in December. But I look at it, January is probably a good time frame, and that sort of like it gives you a guide on where we're at the moment and what we're trying to achieve over the 12 months and see if we go towards our goal in a sense. So based on our asset at the moment, we do have investment property that is paid in full. One investment property that is paid in full. That property.
We have one property that pay in full, and then we did it in a traditional way of renting it out. And then there's no mortgage, and then we have two other investment property.
Which is a bit unique.
Yeah, it's a bit different, but they're still under mortgage.
So this particular property that we're going to talk about, it was purchased at $282,000. Last valuation that we get is roughly about $450,000. But we don't look at that number. We have paid that whole in full at $282,000, and the weekly income that we're receiving from that particular property is $390 per week. And then there's an income from a job, a paid full-time job of about $80,000. I receive roughly about $1,200 per week.
But that's after tax, after salary sacrifice, all those stuff.
So a weekly income, sorry, $1,200 a week or so.
Then we'll go into mine, and then my job is $63,000 a year. After everything, salary sacrifice is just under $1,939. To be precise.
So in the properties, so we do. This is a mixed bag between.
This is more for our business. I would say business side of it.
So there is property joint venture that I deal with in order for us to change from negatively gearing to positively gearing. That's the backbone of our property portfolio. At one stage we were negatively gearing, where property cost us a lot of money. We actually turned that around using a method called vendor financing. I managed to turn it around so that way it's actually positively geared. Which is putting money in my pocket and keep it in my pocket. So there's 5 different properties or so.
But then 2 is under our name, and then 3 of them we did it as business.
As a joint venture.
So
as a whole, we receive $1,155 per week.
Across 5, and that's the net.
That's the net after all expenses, after all,
so our
passive.
That's why we didn't work full time for a few years. Because when you're receiving this passive income, you got so much time, and your expenses is quite low, and you just work for few contract here and there and casual job, and that's enough. But then now kids going back to work, and then people asking us to work for full time, and opportunity come, why not making more money?
So overall. While the kids was actually growing up, that was our bread and butter. Both of us wasn't working at all. So bits and pieces here and there.
And then that's why we had the time to do eBay as side hustle.
Correct.
That time we were actually making about $500 a week.
And then because we got the offer of working full time, we sort of, I guess, closed down.
We don't have time for
closed down our eBay account purely because obviously it's less stress working full time in a sense, because you get that continuous income every week. And we realized that then this might be a faster way for us to grow our wealth somewhere else. And
I'll say there's no right way or no wrong way, as long as you're comfortable and you're going to achieve your goal. Eventually.
So in the property alone, there are about 5 different properties. Like individual property provide us like a bit different dollar figure value per week profit. Like for example, property 1 providing us $275 per week. That was a joint venture one. Right? And then property 2 is joint venture again.
No, it's under our name, but it was a unit. That's why it's lower, and the value is lower as well.
Correct.
So it is $150 per week.
And then property 3, we provide that one there is, which one was that one?
It is apartment joint venture.
Okay, apartment joint venture again. That one there providing us 185 per week.
Yeah.
Property 4.
A joint venture
again.
And it's a unit as well, $100.
$100 per week. And then the last one, this is our one.
A house.
A 3-bedroom house, and that one there is providing us a passive income of $445 per week.
Yeah.
So that is the 5 different properties that we deal with.
Yeah.
And then the last one will be our ETF account.
Yes.
Now, if you haven't seen any of our videos with our ETF, our plan is to have the ETF growing a lot more compared to any other investment vehicle.
Well, I'll say ETF is more to replace our full-time job.
Yeah.
Trying to replace our full-time job, because we feel like ETF less maintenance, and you can just do a click of a button, don't have to talk to anyone.
Not just
That's
that,
what I like.
The entry level of ETF is a lot more lower compared to properties. Properties, you require tens of thousands of dollars, whereas ETF as little as $500.
Yeah.
You know, if you have $1,000 of spare, $500 spare, it is much easier entry.
Because I don't like the money just sitting in the bank. If I have more than, let's say, my emergency fund, if I have more than $20,000, and all the money just sitting there, I don't know what for, and I may just want to buy something.
Actually, we did. Well, actually, we did. You did that.
Yeah. Felt like it. Okay. especially in the moment of, hey, it's Christmas, it's the holiday, everything's on sale. I deserve it. End of the year.
End of the year, exactly. So
but my husband didn't agree.
I'm like,
well. Anyway, I bought those outdoor furniture. That's the story. And we had an argument.
No argument. I'm just looking at the conversation. Yep.
Anyway, and I went back there, returned it, and she asked the reason why. Well, my husband didn't agree. She's laughing. I think she understands.
Just say that.
Yeah, my husband, we can't come to an agreement. No.
Okay, so it's my fault.
Yes.
Sorry.
Anything, blame on the husband.
But anyway, back to the ETF. They were like, what we like about the ETF is definitely that it's small amount.
Yes.
You can save up
a lot faster. And you got the bonus from the compound interest, because the earlier, the more increment you put it in the account, then your money will grow faster, and you go like a snowball effect. But then if you're trying, for us, if we're trying to save for house deposit, our goal is at least $100,000. I just don't want the $100,000 sit in the bank. I want it to go outside in ETF and generate income or dividends for me.
Yeah.
But once it's generating income, I don't want to take it out. Yes, stop it.
Yeah, that's something with me. Like the idea of me taking out the any investment, it's like, but it's growing, and I can see it's growing, and I can see that it's giving us that dividends payout, let's say, or the cash flow from it.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't want to. In fact, it's the other way around. How about if I just reinvest it to you? Because we don't need the money right now at this particular moment. We don't see the need of us actually taking the money out.
That's fine. I don't plan to take any money out.
Yeah.
Ever.
Until such time as we actually require to get the cash flow from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day.
One day.
Maybe.
So as a whole, in the ETF, I guess we started quite small. Started with just $5.
Yeah. In what, let's say 3 years?
In about 3 years, we grew that up to about $100,000. And now the payout figure of that is roughly about $70 per week.
Yep. On dividends.
On dividends.
Only. I don't see the capital gain, because there's no capital gain yet.
Yeah.
Not much.
Well, there might be some, but we don't look at that. We're looking at the one that is actually giving us the cash flow. Cash flow is king. Yeah. Dividends is king. That's how we look at things.
Yeah,
now.
and we're not selling it anyway, so I'm not realizing my loss.
And same thing with the property. Like it's great that the value has actually gone up, but we don't want to see it. The only way you can actually hold that tangible value is actually when you actually sell the property. And
you can withdraw it, but then you still have to pay interest back.
Correct. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to pay, we don't want to withdraw any equity. We don't want to go into debt. We try to minimize debt as much as possible. And we try to pay off any mortgage as quickly as we can.
Yeah, so I think that's the difference between property and ETF. Property, you leveraging, you using debt, using someone else, the bank money. But then ETF, you're using your own money. It looks like it's growing slow.
Very slow.
Yes, it is like pinching, slowly pinching, because sometimes when people say, oh, property market is so hot now, and then vacancy rate is so low, the rent is keep going up.
People lining up the door to go rental.
Yes, but then the headache comes to it is quite a lot compared to ETF. Like vacancy, they will...
The stress level.
Yeah, the stress level. And then you talk to the agent like not looking after your place. And then the tenant's not looking after your place.
Yeah.
And all these.
The admin cost of property, yes, it looks attractive. It's only this amount of percent, let's say, and you know, whatever it is.
Yeah, because I think our capital pay in the property is less.
What do you
Maybe around $100,000. Because in property, like across these, because some of them we didn't even pay money on it. We didn't pay any deposit. But then we got quite a lot of substantial weekly income from it. But because we're leveraging, it's not our money. We don't really have control. We can't just sell it.
Yeah, we don't, because we're just doing a joint venture.
Correct.
On that aspect of it.
But there's a lot of hassles and talk to people, a lot of admin fee, legal fee, insurance, and all those stuff.
I mean, at the moment, one of the property which actually trying to refinance or pay out are doing that. The admin time involved with that, it's taking a toll. It's giving us roughly, I don't know how many hours there is on top.
I don't know. Every night you're just on the phone non-stop.
Exactly. So where they have to call the solicitor and then call the buyer, call the seller, and then waiting for the information from them, and then the solicitor have to communicate to each other. You know, like one solicitor go on holiday, the other one doesn't work on Thursday, and then the real estate agent not working. So there's a lot of, I guess, moving pieces when it comes to the property. Whereas the ETF, you just look at the chart.
Like, I was like working. Oh, I'm gonna buy something. Done. Done.
Exactly. You open it, click. Oh, okay. This is what's the valuation right now, and this is the how much dividends are we getting today. Like right here. That's it. The end.
That's right.
And that's why, if we're to do it all over again, I reckon we should do the ETF first and don't even bother the property. But then that's based on our experience, based on our journey.
We like to try stuff. Like at least we know what is. Well, but every day we're still having this conversation. Oh, property is making so much money. We didn't put too much in there. It is the weekly income you like. But then for me, it's just too much hassle and time consuming. That's what I don't like in property. And what if it got damaged, renting it out, it's all those stuff. And
then we have to create a statement and figuring out, okay, has this bill been paid for? Has it, the money comes in, has it been reconciled together? Money going out, and is this correct? So
I think both of them are a really good investment as long as you put money in somewhere to invest.
That's it.
But there's still no get rich quick scheme.
This is based on our trial and error, by the way.
Oh wait, aren't we going to go talk total?
The total amount, the whole entire lot comes down to every week we're earning roughly about $3,755. Based
after
on
tax. Your portion is before tax, portion is after tax.
And this is just on an average. And mind you, we're trying to grow that as much as we can. We'll see what it looks like mid-year, or if not at the end of the year.
Yeah, let's put a date on it.
So, coming right up soon. Now, mind you, this is based in January 2023. And if you like this type of content, guys, don't forget to subscribe, comment.
See you next time. Bye.